We're going through the entirety of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Are you ready? I got like 20 videos planned for Fellowship of the Ring alone. Hey everyone, my name's Austin, and this channel is all about digging deeper and going further to better understand faith, film, and everything in between. If that's exciting to you and you're new here, consider subscribing. From the first words spoken in Fellowship of the Ring, we have something to talk about, and those words are spoken by Galadriel. She says, "The world has changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air. Much that once was is lost, for none now live who remember it." Obviously, she's talking about a change that is coming across the world of Middle-earth. She feels it in every aspect, to the water, the earth, the air. She starts talking about the rings of power that were created and given to these different people. And I love when she starts talking about the 9 rings that were made, because this is where we get really interested, and there's actually some really cool relevance to our world today. She says, "And nine rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power. Sauron then creates a master ring to control all others, and into this ring he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. One ring to rule them all." Sauron is pretty clearly representative of the devil in our world. Like the devil, he is filled with cruelty and malice and a will to destroy human life and control it all. So Sauron uses this ring to begin taking over Middle-earth. And an alliance of elves and men attempt to bring freedom back to Middle-earth, marching on the gates of Mordor. They almost had victory, but the power of the ring could not be undone. I love this line. If you don't know this already, the ring is essentially a metaphor for sin. And just like when the ring enters the world of Middle-earth, when sin entered our world, its power could not be overcome by the strength of men. It has a binding on us that we cannot control. And as we see next, Isildur cuts off Sauron's fingers, separating the ring from him, and has a chance to destroy this evil forever. But, just as Galadriel says, the hearts of men are easily corrupted, and this ring then portrays Isildur taking his life. No matter how confident or comfortable we get in our sin, it waits, and it will betray us. And speaking of waiting, the ring then waits 2,500 years before it awakens again. And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. This is another statement I love in how it relates to our own lives. We often forget that sin has a power over our world. Also, there are many things about our history that have been forgotten and that need to be brought back for us to remember. I think this line has both physical and spiritual meaning in it. The ring then passes to Gollum and brings him unnatural long life and poisons his mind for 500 years. Gollum and his relationship with the ring is a perfect example of sin and our lives and the battle internally with that. It corrupts us and poisons our minds and our hearts, causing us to become unrecognizable internally, just like Gollum is externally. While in his possession, the ring waits for its time to return. It senses the return of a dark shadow across Middle-earth, and it abandons Gollum. But something happened that the ring did not intend. It is found by a hobbit named Bilbo. And, as Galadriel says, the time will soon come when hobbits will shape the fortunes of us all. So that was part 1 of our journey through the Lord of the Rings movies. I hope you're enjoying it. We'll soon jump into part 2 as we are introduced to Gandalf and Frodo. And as you know, if you want to dig deeper and go further to better understand faith, film, and everything in between, you're in the right place. Subscribe so you can check out new episodes of my walk through Lord of the Rings trilogy and other stuff coming soon. I'll see you in the next video.